The boys are getting wilder with each season.
Once you've seen them, you cannot unsee them.
From the fans' #1 favorite character to super tight suits and the career-threatening scenes.
What a surprise!
Let's discover the craziest facts about the show and its stars. Garth Ennis may call Billy Butcher his all-time favorite creation, but fans of the series don't agree with The Boys author.
I think the strangest thing for me is the feedback that people really love Homelander.
The actor behind the character didn't expect that. He's adamant that this is actually a misinterpretation of what the show is trying to say. And Eric Kripke is 100% in for it.
If you think Homelander is the hero of this show, I just don't know what to tell you besides, seek therapy.
But this weird fact is possible only because the casting was so good.
Tony's such an incredible animal to watch for every take that he does to be able to respond to it.
Antony Starr's performance is so great, it's impossible not to relate to his on-screen persona. But IRL, he's nothing like Homelander. Starr's fans say that the actor is living proof that Clark Kent's disguise would work. As with his glasses on, Antony is a totally different person.
Removed them and smiled at us and see if yeah, there he is.
Still, the show's cast loved to tease Starr, claiming that he's very much like his character.
What, did you all point at me?
But he actually has at least one thing in common with Homelander. It's okay to have a childhood celebrity crush, but only some people are as lucky as Antony Starr.
I just saw The Karate Kid again.
That was my first crush. My dad took me to see that movie, and I was like, Allie, f*** you, Ralph Macchio, I want her.
That definitely adds to the Homelander and Madeline Stillwell dynamic, right? Interestingly, the two could never have met in real life, as in the comics, Stillwell was a male character. Quite a few of Homelander's important storyline arcs were with women, but it might never have happened if the show followed its source word by word. The original Stillwell could never be a twisted replacement for the mother Homelander never had. Stormfront and Newman were also gender-swapped from the comics, and that definitely served to make the ruthless Soap far more multidimensional. There are other differences from the graphic novel. On the show, only Kimiko has permanent superpowers. In the comic, every member of the boys has them. Either they were born with them, or Butcher arranged for them to be injected with Compound V. Although the show is known for its gory scenes and quite adult content, in many ways it is toned down in comparison with the comic. Joe Kessler, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, looks pretty badass. However, the original Kessler was a bit of a creeper, known for a fetish for female paraplegics. Huey was initially drawn to resemble Simon Pegg, who was unaware of it though. Much of the character's traits stayed on the show, such as his naivety. However, the new Huey was more self-reliant, confident, and, thankfully, less irritating, and it was a no-brainer to ask Simon Pegg to play his father. As for Butcher's storyline, he's not a straight-up psychopath, as he was in the comics. That is probably because of the introduction of Ryan in the TV adaptation. In the novels, Butcher's wife Becca also gave birth to a super baby, but it killed her, and Billy then killed the newborn. And both of those scenes would definitely be too gross for television. Still, the show has its fair share of weird and hair-raising moments. The Deep is one of the most disturbed characters in The Boys, and one of the most unfortunate. The dolphin scene, where it gets run over by a truck, certainly stands out among all the other shocking moments in Season 1. In the second season, The Deep's chase with Butcher and his team caused the death of Lucy the whale. And in Season 3, he had to eat his octopus friend.
Timothy is delicious.
Thankfully, no animals were harmed during production. The dolphin used in the series was animatronic, and Lucy was a combination of CGI, VFX, and practical effects. The scene took a whole week to shoot, plus 5 months to create the whale. It was made from silicone and styrofoam, with a hidden back door so the crew could get a camera inside. And to film the Deep popping out of the water on Lucy's back, the actor was put on a mechanical bull structure covered in fake whale skin. As for Timothy, he was a 100% digital guy. The scene was uncomfortably realistic, though. Chase Crawford revealed that he had to eat mochi, made of rice paper with liquid filling.
But the main biting down part was like syrup and something else. It was disgusting. But yeah, it was palatable. It was okay.
Now, let's move on to another thing that was surprisingly real. It turns out that before Erin Moriarty got into acting, she wanted to be a singer. However, while she has musical chops, performing in public is a source of great anxiety for her.
When I found out I had to sing in episode 1, are we allowed to curse? I nearly shit the bed.
But Eric Kripke wanted Starlight to deliver an award-worthy performance at the funeral for the translucent. The actress revealed that the experience turned out to be less nerve-wracking than she expected. Erin pre-recorded the track in the studio and then just lip-synced while filming. Her co-star Karen Fukuhara also didn't expect she'd have to sing and dance on The Boys.
Doing the dance and singing the song was absolutely a dream come true for me. I never expected to do that kind of thing in my life.
Just like Moriarty, Karen has terrible, crippling stage fright when it comes to singing in front of a group of people. So that musical episode was kind of more challenging than the fight sequences. Another actor on The Boys also had their own tense moments. Antony Starr has to wear a skin-tight costume for his role. In fact, it's a classic superhero suit made of foam latex, which is like a rubber that the fabric is fused onto, and it has a cooling system attached to it between takes to prevent the actor from overheating. Starr also shared that initially the costume department team wanted him to wear a corset, but the actor felt that would be kind of embarrassing, so he found a way out.
I trained like crazy for 2 weeks to get rid of it, and I thankfully never wore a corset on screen.
The trick is that now Antony has to keep that same shape until the show's ending. Otherwise, he might need a new outfit, which would involve a whole process of 3D modeling. The props and design department team scan each of the actors and create the costumes that fit them perfectly. Sometimes even too perfect, apparently.
But at the end of a very long day, in a very tight suit like that, when you just want to like sit down and eat lunch without feeling like your organs are compressed.
But the prize for the most awkward costume might very well go to Jack Quaid. When his character teleported, he appeared on screen in his birthday suit. But Jack had to have something on him on the set.
Yeah, so this is called modesty wear, and it's maybe worse than being actually naked.
Well, at least full front nudity is still a no-no on The Boys, despite its reputation of breaking every rule on TV. When it comes to describing the show, the mildest words for The Boys are controversial and provocative. Apart from all the blood and gore, they have all sorts of outlandish debauchery on display. But there were only a few times when Amazon asked the showrunner to slightly tone it down. The studio heads had requested some changes to the series' marketing materials. Then, the Deep's prominent bulge was edited out of the promo. Next time they asked Eric Kripke to make sure the audience would know one particular scene was fictional. And the sequence in question was a superhero orgy in the Hero-gasm episode. But, strangely, they didn't mind the gruesome termite moment in Season 3, where an actual 11 feet high and 30 feet long penis prop was used. Somehow it's Chase Crawford who arguably gets the most awkward scenes on The Boys. The actor was even kind of worried about his career after Season 3 aired.
You sent me a text message, and I'll have to go find it, but I think it was something like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to work after this.
But he went on filming it anyway. However, Jensen Ackles was more conservative. He point-blank refused to shoot some scenes.
Well, I can't do that. That's not acceptable behavior.
So maybe that's why his Supernatural co-star Jared Padalecki is not on The Boys yet. He might still be weighing the pros and cons given the wild nature of the show. But Eric Kripke says that it's more a matter of conflicting schedules. What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.